First at 4, another NFL game will kick off in just a few hours, and you'll likely see more images just like this. Players across the league kneeled, stood arm in arm, or stayed in the locker room as the national anthem took place Sunday. It's an issue that has Idahoans and many others around the country voicing their opinions this afternoon. And new today, President Trump again criticized players who protest the national anthem. In a series of tweets today, the president said it's about respect for our country. As for tonight's game, still no official word from the Arizona Cardinals or Dallas Cowboys on what may or may not happen during the national anthem. The Cardinals head coach says he will leave it up to the players, and now other athletes are already weighing in.
It's not about the disrespect of the flag and our military and everybody that has made this world free. It is about equality and people having the option and the freedom to speak upon things that they feel that's not unjust.
But some fans across the country are upset, calling for a boycott of the league. It's arguably the biggest debate in the country right now. And like many of you, we wanted to know, does the NFL require players and coaches to stand for the anthem? KBOI2's Scott Logan has been looking into this, and he's live in the Satellite Center with some answers.
Well, there's a buzz going around on social media now that this document, the 2017 NFL official rule book, requires players and coaches to stand for the national anthem. But when I looked through it, I couldn't find the national anthem mentioned anywhere, and neither could the fact-checking website Snopes.com. We do know that back in last year, when former San Francisco quarterback Colin Kaepernick sat down during the national anthem, the NFL issued a statement saying players are encouraged but not required to stand during the national anthem. But just how far back does the national anthem go in American sports culture? The first documented time the song was played at a sporting event was in 1862 at a baseball game in Brooklyn. Crowds singing the national anthem at sporting events can be traced back to the 1918 World Series during the First World War. And it wasn't until 1916 that President Woodrow Wilson signed an executive order that made the Star-Spangled Banner our national anthem, and in 1931, Congress passed a law that approved and endorsed the president's executive order. Live in the Satellite Center, Scott Logan, KBOI2 News.
And the protests are the subject of our national question of the day. Do you think that athletes who kneel during the national anthem are disrespecting the flag? To vote, go to our website, idahonews.com, and you can hover over the mouse over the top left corner of the screen. It's on the News tab, and then you'll see that option for the question of the day. And stick around. We'll be reading those results a little later on. Well, new this afternoon, Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger says he regrets his team boycotting the national anthem. Roethlisberger released a statement on his personal website today saying, as a team, it was not a protest of the flag or the anthem. I personally don't believe the anthem is ever the time to make any type of protest. For me and many others on my team and around the league, it is a tribute to those who commit to serve and protect our country, current and past, especially the ones that made the ultimate sacrifice. Now you can read the rest of his statement in full. It's on our website, idahonews.com. Now, one of the players who stood for the anthem Sunday now has one of the hottest jerseys on the market. Alejandro Villanueva, seen here, came out of the locker room to stand for the anthem while his team remained in the locker room in protest. And now his jersey with the Pittsburgh Steelers is the top seller on the NFL online shop. President Trump praised yesterday's NASCAR race for the lack of protests, and today the Racing League released a statement. Take a look. The league says in part, our respect for the national anthem has always been a hallmark of our pre-race events. Thanks to the sacrifices of many, we live in a country of unparalleled freedoms and countless liberties, including the right to peacefully express one opinion. This story is developing across the country and right here in Boise. A former NFL player is talking on our news partners at 670 KBOI Radio in just about 25 minutes, and we will be there to hear his thoughts on the league's response. And of course, we'd like to know yours. You can join the conversation on the KBOI2 Facebook page. Our coverage continues tonight on idahonews.com and on KBOI2 News at 9 and at 10.